Go.
Hey everyone, Sheila Willis here again. I'm still visiting the Alberta Aviation Museum. If you've never been here, it's located along Kingsway Avenue in Edmonton, Alberta. Great place. This is the first day I've actually got to explore it, and I didn't leave myself enough time, again. So this is Jean Lauzon. Lauzon, did I get it right? Close? She's the executive director of the museum. So I hooked up with her because I have no idea what her job entails, and I'm curious. Want to fill me in?
Actually, to most people, they probably see me flitter around back and forth here, and they kind of wonder themselves. So, very much so. It's all encompassing. I oversee the entire operation of the museum, which includes whatever happens in collections, whatever happens in restoration, event rentals, admissions coming to the front door, external relationships with external partners and corporations that we deal with. Pretty much I have to be in the know of all of it.
And keep a cap on it all.
Pretty much, yeah. And keep it all going in the same direction instead of veering off in multitudes of directions. So.
Yeah, everybody's aligned for the same goal. Kind of like
right.
going shooting it down the runway. Oh, no pun intended.
There we go.
So, we just got out of a horrible situation with COVID where people wanted to go but couldn't go and blah, blah, blah. We don't need to dwell on that too much, but did that change your job at all?
Yes, massively. Unfortunately, when COVID hit in 2020, because we didn't know how long it would last, we didn't know what this pandemic was looking like, in order to preserve the bit of savings that the museum did have at the time, I had to make the decision to let go of all the staff. So, of course, because we're looking at a very sizable collection, we couldn't just leave it up to a poor volunteer, so I had to stay on board basically with a very skeletal staff.
Yeah.
So we did that for almost 4 months, and then finally when things started to ease up that first go round, I was able to hire them back, but still it was only at a 4-day work week. So
yeah.
It was very much reduced right up until basically last year, April of last year, when I finally was able to bring everybody back on full strength,
nice.
and things have been going gangbusters since. So
Good.
really good.
So your numbers are coming up steadily?
Wonderfully. We've been exceeding all of our targets by quite a large amount.
Success.
Yes. For the most part, we've been averaging anywhere between 25 and 35% over and above pre-COVID numbers. So
I am so happy to hear that.
Yeah, it's been very, very good.
So you've been in some talks with Edmonton about the museum, etc.
Yes.
How is that going for you?
Actually, there's been a lot of going back and forth, a lot of discussions. We actually meet with the City of Edmonton next week for another potential option that might be coming across the table. So we'll see how that is. Fingers crossed, maybe it might be something that we can really get our hands on, but we'll see. At this point, though, it's just a process that we're working through right now.
Cool. So you mentioned volunteers, having been through the building, which is fairly large. That's an understatement, by the way. What kind of volunteers are you looking for?
We look for any and all kinds. At this point, because the museum is as vast as it is, we look for volunteers in a variety of areas. We have a library, we have an active display team, we have restoration that goes on in the back, just general cleaning duties, you name it, we need bodies. We have several projects that are underway. We're doing a front entranceway renovation, so we require painters and tapers and all sorts of things. We are always looking for volunteers no matter what. I know that we have a very strong, marketing kind of team that, or a communications team that Nick has put together in marketing to help with the social media and to help with just putting together the videos and the snippets that you want to do in order to put out there so that people do know where we are and know to come and visit.
Yeah, and that's so critical because I sent apparently everybody an email saying I was coming, and I said, oh, how long's your plane been outside? And I drove up and thought, I don't live in Edmonton, by the way. This is my excuse today. There's 3 planes, not 1. So that marketing is hugely, hugely important, right?
It is. It's very much.
Yeah.
It's very much a key part in order to making sure that people come through the doors.
If I was to volunteer, do you want to know what would just make me happy? This is just crazy.
Okay, what would make you happy?
I'm an organizer. You could give me a bucket of bolts, of mixed bolts, and I could sit there and just match every frickin' bolt to
Boy,
its
do we have a
partner.
position for you. Usually most of this kind of mundane, some of the mundane tasks that unfortunately, as being an organization that gets donations of
Yeah.
you name it and whatever it is, you have to address those issues, otherwise
Oh.
it just piles up. So
Yeah.
that has actually, we have a volunteer that did that.
Cool.
Yeah. We have
A person after my own heart.
There you go, yeah. No,
So-
we have lots of volunteers that do
Cool.
a variety of tasks, so.
And I need to shake your hand. Congratulations, you were nominated the best museum in
and we
Alberta
deserve it, yes.
through Rumble Alberta. So that's actually why I'm here today. We did, people submitted nominations. We being, I'm a partner with Canadian Motorcycle Tourism Association, who's done Rumble Alberta Touring Challenges. You can find them at rumblealberta.com. So through the month of August, we asked for submissions of nominations for museums, best ice cream, I'm gonna miss some here, sorry. Best patio experience, best accommodations, etc. And the Alberta Aviation Museum received the most nominations. So they are the best museum in Alberta. We're gonna start those nominations again in January.
Lovely.
And we're gonna run them all year, all summer long. So it gives people, it was kind of a trial. We got huge response. We were very, very impressed. So congratulations, you got your award around here somewhere.
We do, it's at the front desk. You see
Oh,
it as
I'll
you
take a
come in the
picture
door.
of it. So, anything else you'd like to add?
Come down and visit. We're open Tuesday to Sunday, actually.
Okay.
10 to 4. Come on down. We'd
Right
love
on.
to have you visit. Love to have you visit.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay.
Thanks.